NTV Wild Talk in partnership with the Kenya Wildlife Service and Wildlife Direct.
Hello and welcome to NTV Wild Talk with me, Smriti Vidyarthi. Today we're coming to you from the Nairobi National Park and the sun hasn't even risen yet, but we're here this early for a game count, and that's pretty much counting animals. We've never done this before, but Team NTV Wild is ready. I don't quite know what to expect, but this is done in partnership between the Kenya Wildlife Service and the Friends of Nairobi National Park. Lots to look forward to. First, I've got to register and then we'll tell you more. Hi, can I register here? Sawa, sawa.
Sawa, karibu.
Okay, asante
Enjoy
sana.
your game count.
Thank you, looking forward to it.
Okay, welcome.
So now I am about to meet Muli. He is in charge of the game count, and I'm going to find out more about what I'm supposed to do because I am a little bit clueless. Hi Muli, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good to meet you. Sorry to interrupt. Hi,
Hi,
Smriti.
how are you? Narendra.
Okay, good to meet you. Are you here for the game count as well?
Yeah, we are here for the game count.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but before I find out more, I'm just curious to know, I've never done this before.
Okay.
Do you come and do this game count often?
Yeah, we do it often. Let's say every 2 months we are here regularly.
Oh, so you do it every time?
Yeah.
Wow, why do you do it?
Okay, it's fun. You know, you can like the park. They need to know, you know, the environment inside, the number of
The
animals.
Okay.
You know, the adults, the young ones.
Okay.
So
And-
it's like a data collection.
Right, and why do you enjoy it?
Okay, it's fun even to educate
Right.
other people, you know, that the reasons of why we need to do the game count.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to be educated, definitely. So I'll let you finish and then I'll speak to Muli about what I'm doing.
Okay.
So, okay, Narendra got block N3.
Yes.
What block is Team NTV Wild getting?
Now the N3 is now is the blocks is interested in.
Yes.
And now if we can go to the map.
Show me which one I'm getting. Which block am I getting?
Now you are going to get block N6.
Okay.
Yeah, and your data sheet is this one.
All right.
N6. So you are going now to register your name and the other participants in your vehicle.
Okay.
And then among your participants, there must be a recorder who will be recording. And then there must be observers.
Okay.
Right and left will be observing the animals as you drive on within your block.
Okay, excellent.
So the first animal to be seen, it's going to be entered here.
Okay,
the first species to be seen. If it is a buffalo, you put the name of the species here, and then now within that group or that group, the first group of the animals, you just try to identify the adults, the young, and then you come with a total here.
Okay, excellent. All right, good. So there's a lot of sheets here, which means
and then after that, you'll come now to the summary record data sheet, whereby now you'll go back to the entering data sheet, and then you try to see how many animals you have got.
Okay, super. I look forward to this. I've never done this before. Should I expect to see a lot of animals, or is it a matter of luck?
Yeah, for this time, we expect a lot of animals because it's now in the dry season.
Okay.
And the animals have come back from outside into the park because there's a lot of water and a lot of food for the animals.
Okay, and the whole point of doing this is for data collection so that the Kenya Wildlife Service can understand better about how many animals they have in the park and what type of animals.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. There is lots to get through today, but it's brightened up and we're ready to make a move. Now, this is the team. Normally, there are 15 participants on this game count, and this is Dan, our driver. We've also got with us Nova Waithaka. Hi, Nova. Hi. He is a Nairobi University student who's also never done this before, but we're not so worried because we've got some experienced people with us. That, of course, is Muli, and look, Muli's son, Paul. Good to have you with us. And now we are ready to make a move, but let me tell you, we will actually be driving off-road because for this game count, that is what is allowed. Normally, you cannot drive off-road here in the Nairobi National Park. We've got our guidebook produced by the Friends of Nairobi National Park to help us. And look, we have to get from the main gate, which is here, all the way through the park right to block N6. So we've got a long drive and we better make a move. Sawa sawa, are we ready? Yeah. All right, let's go for it. Okay.
Be careful of the corners, cover yourself properly. Try to see if you can see N.
So we're not even halfway yet to block N6, but we've heard that there's lions at number 22. So we're heading over there, and ahead of us we can see a lot of vehicles. Let's go check them out. Yeah, I can see. Oh wow, awesome. Oh, brilliant. So what we've just seen this morning is two lions, a male and a female, here in the Nairobi National Park. They were getting pretty cozy trying to mate, but we're going to leave them to it, give them some privacy, because we still need to get to our block, that is N6, so we're about to make a move. So we're still on the way to block N6, but now on our journey we've come across some magnificent white rhinos. From here, I can't really count how many there are, but let's get a little bit closer and enjoy the view. Oh wow, so many. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're moving. We are so lucky to get this close to these rhinos. They are so beautiful, and we've got people behind us as well waiting to get close. So Muli, tell me, which rhinos are these? How many are there, and are there males or females?
Okay, these are the white rhinos, and they are 4 in number, 2 males, 2 females. We can tell by looking at the genitals, and also the males are a bit muscular compared to the females.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And what exactly are they doing? Because they're so close to us on the road.
They are grazing, and as some are relaxing just on the road. And it shows now they are not scared, because they are not been poached too, so they are.
They're okay.
Yeah, they are okay. They are in peace.
All right, but of course, being in the game park, you should never get too close to an animal, and definitely you must not get out of your vehicle. So we are just enjoying the sight. And remember, these are white rhinos. As Muli said, they're grazing, and we can tell that by the shape of their mouth. It is long and flat. Let's just enjoy the view before we head on to our block. So nice to see them walking. Wow. So we have finally reached the boundary of block N6 and we need to start counting animals soon. This is our landmark. It is post 11A, that is a signpost. Now remember, we have come right through the Nairobi National Park. At the beginning when we entered, we went through forest land and then we went through tall grass where we saw the lions and then even bush where we saw the rhinos. And now this area is where there is shorter grass. Now this is the map and Muli, here we are. Guide us now as to the route we're going to take.
We are going to do it from 11A upwards, and then we are going to end towards the fence line, downwards to Maribet station, up to where Chitangate used to be.
Okay, so there's really a long way to go, but we are ready. I have filled in my form, so I am going to be the recorder. I am going to be responsible for making all the notes, but I can't do it alone. I've got Muli with me as my observer. I've also got Nova, who's already on it, and also Paul, who's checking out what's on his side, and Fidel behind the camera. You're responsible to help as well, and also our driver Dan Kyoko, he's going to help as well. Okay, let's get moving. Everyone's eyes are peeled. Let's get counting on this Nairobi National Park game count. Oh, where? Okay, so Kyoko, our driver, has spotted a black rhino.
Yeah, you can see.
I can't see it though.
Unless you're having under that tree. It's down there. It's just.
Okay, I'll need to check with the binoculars. I can now see that black rhino with these binoculars. I am so surprised though that our driver Dan Kyoko managed to spot it with the naked eye, because it is pretty far. Just goes to show that really this game count is no joke. You have to be so keen. But now, Muli, we need to fill this in because it's our first animal sighting in block N6.
Okay, now we are going first to go where the animal is written, and then we write black rhino.
Okay.
And we are going to write under the handout one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. And we won't fill in the total because we might see another one later.
Yes, and then we add to this.
All right, let's get looking for some more. Let's go, Kyoko. Oh yeah, can you see? Yeah.
Oh, guys, so there are some animals there.
Yeah,
ostrich. We have
there's a male ostrich.
Yeah, male ostrich, female one, and then there are warthogs, and also hartebeests are there.
Oh wow! So there are 2 ostrich there. So let's fill that in now, guys. Okay, so I write.
You write ostrich.
Yeah.
Then. You say 3 of them.
Yes, because we saw one on the other side.
Yes.
So 2 male, 1 female.
Yeah. To just 4, and then.
Wait, how many adults?
There now you say 3.
Okay,
3.
and then.
Yeah, it's 2 males. Then plus one female. Can move ahead a bit.
Okay, let's
so that
let's
we
keep
can
driving.
see them clearly. Yeah.
Sawa.
Okay, now stop there. You can see they are 3.
Oh.
They are 3.
3 warthogs?
3 warthogs. That's a female and 2 sub-adults, of which we can now tell whether they are females or males. Now we can move ahead because we have seen some hartebeests. so we can move ahead and try to see whether we can see them clearly. Yeah, ahead of us. You can see the albis are lying down.
So let's get closer to them and then we can count them.
Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15.
So many.
Okay, so now we have 25 odd beasts, and then in that group of 25, we have young one. In fact, savandouts, not young ones. Savandouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.
So five sub-adults.
So we have 5 sub-adults. So among the 25,
20 adults.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay.
We have other species of gazelles, the grand gazelles.
We have now the Thompsons.
Thompson.
Those are the Thompson gazelles. Now those are 2
Okay.
Thompson gazelles.
They're like 4.
Oh, they're
4,
more?
eh?
They're more. 2 ahead.
Okay, 2 ahead.
Yeah.
Do you see?
And a Thompson gazelle is much smaller than the hartebeest, and it has a thick black line on the side of its body, on the right and on the left side as well.
Okay. So we have 4 adults, Thompson gazelles, 3 females, and 1 dominant male. Then we go back to the impalas now.
Yeah.
Here we have the bachelor's herd of impalas.
And when Muli says bachelor's herd, what he means is that it's all the males gathered together, and you can tell the difference between a male and a female because the males have their horns and there are no females here, hence it's a bachelor's herd. So on my right are those impalas and hartebeests, but where we've stopped now is at the Athi Basin Dam, because in the distance we can just about see what looks like a hippo. We'll get closer in a moment. The water itself looks amazingly beautiful, but what is really ruining this site, it is an eyesore, is the site of the standard gauge railway construction, which is of course very controversial because it is right bang through the Nairobi National Park.
Yeah, 5. 13, 14, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30, 39, 40.
How many?
Me, I'm getting 35.
35. I haven't managed to count them all. Have you?
Yeah, like
41.
41, eh?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 21, 22, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. There's just so many Egyptian geese. It's hard to.
So
it's
let's
hard to
say around 40.
40, roughly.
40.
So that we
40.
add, okay.
And then across, we have a group of Thompson gazelles and hartebeests just ahead of them.
Aren't those different? Are they the same?
They are different. Ahead of us, there are impalas, there are hartebeests, and there is ostriches, many of them. So we move ahead.
Okay. Really, this game count isn't as easy as one might think. Counting animals is no easy thing. The difficult thing, of course, is spotting them first, and then if there's so many of them, getting the right number. But we're going to keep at it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
It's time for a break on NTV Wild Talk, but first on Wild Guess, we ask you to list the animals counted so far during the game count. List the animals counted so far during the game count. To participate, you must like the NTV Wild Facebook page and post your answer on the timeline associated with this question. The first person to answer correctly wins a delicious dinner for 2 people at the Westwood Hotel and free entry for 2 people and a vehicle to the Nairobi National Park. The winner also gets 1 bottle of wine courtesy of Wines of the World and a gift hamper courtesy of Wildlife Direct. Terms and conditions apply. Last week's lucky winner has been announced on the NTV Wild Facebook page. Welcome back to NTV Wild Talk. On Wild Guess, we ask you to list the animals counted so far during the game count. List the animals counted so far during the game count. To participate, you must like the NTV Wild Facebook page and post your answer on the timeline associated with this question. The first person to answer correctly wins dinner for 2 people at the Westwood Hotel and free entry for 2 people and a vehicle to the Nairobi National Park. The winner also gets 1 bottle of wine courtesy of Wines of the World and a gift hamper courtesy of Wildlife Direct. Terms and conditions apply. Last week's lucky winner has been announced on the NTV Wild Facebook page.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. Those are 26 and out.
Do I add 26 hartebeests?
Yeah, just add 26 now. 26 now.
Sorry, my math is really bad.
And you have to add...
So 26 hartebeests plus 26, I'm using my calculator.
No.
Wait.
If you have written 26...
No, but that was the 26 we saw earlier.
Yeah, so this is now
plus
another
26.
26.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
52 hartebeests.
Yes.
Okay, right, let me cancel this and throw in 52 and we'll probably see more. There's just so many grazers.
There are others more. Ahead there.
All right.
Okay, so now let's move ahead. Kyoko. Yeah.
So there's even more hartebeests, and Nova and Muli are busy trying to count them. It's really difficult with so many different grazers. In the distance, we've also now spotted some wildebeest as well. There's also more ostrich and a few impala. So my math isn't very good, as you can tell, so I'll just wait for them to give me the numbers. Muli, anything yet?
Okay, we have more, 12 more.
Hartebeests.
12 more hartebeests, adults.
Okay.
Then I'm going to give you the number of ostriches.
61, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 64. So I'm changing this figure now from 52 to 64 hartebeests.
4.
64.
Ostriches, I can see 4.
So 4 ostrich?
Yeah, 3 are males.
Okay.
1 female.
So plus 3 male, plus 1 female, that's 3,
then we have
4, 5, 6, 7.
Granny gazelles. And then 1 wild beast, sorry. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because now they are in the same group.
So we're looking at the more ostrich now.
Yes.
How many more have you counted?
Now they are 9. So we are going to add to the 3. We have written 1 female there.
Yes.
But now there are 3 more.
Okay.
There are 4. Yeah, 4 more. 4 more.
Okay, so I'm adding 4 females to this.
Yeah.
So in total there's 5 females.
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 4 females.
Yes.
Okay.
You add 1, so that there are 9 of them.
Right.
Yeah,
4,
isn't it?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Plus the other ones we had 9, that's 10, 11, 12 ostrich in total.
Okay. So we can proceed on.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Goodness me. So many grazers around here. I wonder if we'll see any predators, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I've spotted, is that a topi?
No, it's a hard beast. They are the ones we counted there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we've already counted them. So we've finally come across something other than hartebeest and impala. Nova, what have you spotted in the distance?
Some 6 Bachel's zebra.
Okay.
Of which I think 5 are female. Then we have 1 male.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a young one there as well?
Yeah. Oh, actually, there are 5 adults and one young.
So
of the 5.
Yes.
Now we have 4 females.
Yes, and 1 male and 1 young.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well spotted.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got that down.
Okay.
And that's correct.
Now, on our right, we have more hartebeests.
So what am I
looking at
adding to the
us.
hartebeest? Just when I thought that we were done with counting hartebeest, we found some more. So what am I adding to this?
If I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are 8.
8 hartebeest.
Hartebeests.
Right.
1 young. Yeah.
Okay, so
7
plus 8.
adults. Yeah.
Right, so far, guys, we've got 64 plus 27 plus 8. 99 hartebeest. Let's just find
okay.
1 more to make it 100.
Okay.
Okay.
So we and also there are grants. There are grants
Grant
too.
gazelles.
2 grants adults.
Okay.
Those are males.
So 5, 6, 7 now instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So move ahead.
Okay, Asante. Okay, we have been on this game count in the Nairobi National Park for a good few hours. It's required a lot of patience and a lot of concentration. And not only did we see that 100th hartebeest, but we saw so many more. In fact, guys, we saw over 10 species in our block.
Yes,
N6.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
did pretty well, and now we are going to hand the data over to you, Muli. There you go.
Okay.
Asante
That's-
sana.
yeah.
Now tell me, what exactly are you going to do when you collect everybody's data?
Okay, now after the activity is over, we do collect all the data sheets for all the 15 blocks. And then we do the summaries, and after doing the summaries, we put it into our database in the office. And then finally we come out with a report, a short report concerning the summaries and the whole activity. And then we share it with our participants, especially the fauna.
Right, that is the friends of the Nairobi National Park who have participated in this experience.
Yes.
You were great. Paul, I'll start with you. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Okay, and will you be doing it again and again?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. What's your favorite animal, by the way?
Lion.
Ah, okay. Well, lucky that we did see a lion. Now, Nova, this was your first time, mine too. What did you make of this game count?
I think it's amazing, and you get to experience the wildlife at a more personal level.
Would you do this again?
Every time.
Okay, good, excellent. Okay, guys, give me a high five. Awesome job. Well done, Paul and Mulia. Asante
Karibu,
sana.
welcome,
Thank you
welcome,
so
welcome.
much. So the game count's been done. It was loads of fun, quite challenging at times, but it was great to finally submit my data. I'm curious to know though what happens with that data once it's been submitted. It is entered into the system, but then what next? So I got in touch with a man who is with me now, and that is Joseph Ogutu. He is a senior statistician that looks into these figures. Thanks for joining us, Joseph. You're based in Germany, but you're here in Nairobi at the moment. Now, as I said, we were on this game count in the Nairobi National Park, and what it required was a lot of accuracy, a lot of peeled eyes checking out for these animals. Once that data is submitted, it goes to someone like you.
Yes.
Specifically with the Nairobi National Park data, what happens with it? What do you do?
Yeah, when we receive such data, first of all, we check it further for accuracy. If we use data sets, then check it against what has been entered in the computer. And then once that phase is finished, then we now add it to the old data sets which have been collected in the same area in the past years.
Right.
And then we have one complete data set going back to many years ago. And then after that, then we begin the process of analysis. And the analysis here just means we want to see what has happened to each of the different species or wildlife that have been counted there.
So of course in the Nairobi National Park, for that game count, you know, people were split into different blocks, or they were allocated different blocks to count the animals. And when we did it, I mean, I was pretty impressed with what I saw in terms of numbers. We counted over 100 hartebeest, which seemed like a lot. But you have done research at the Nairobi National Park. When you compare it to the past, how are the numbers looking?
Yeah, I think the numbers, like 100, is really small compared to what used to be the population of wild beasts in Nairobi National Park. In fact, Nairobi National Park plus the Athi Kapoti Plains, also known as the Kapiti Plains, including the Katengela, used to be like the stronghold of hartebeests in Kenya. There were over 15,000 counted there, like around 1973, before there was a severe drought that reduced their numbers substantially.
Yeah.
And since then, their numbers really have not increased. So 100 is a good number, but compared to historical pattern, it's really small.
Right, well, that's 101 blocks, so I'm sure there were more, but still, I'm sure the numbers aren't probably as good as they were before. When we talk about the Nairobi National Park, what, in your view, are some of the threats facing this iconic place that is in the heart of the city that's affecting the wildlife numbers?
Yeah, I think the park is actually in imminent danger. You know, first of all, Nairobi Park is part, or used to be part of a wider ecosystem. The Athi Kapoti Plains, which is about 2,200 square kilometers. So animals used to move out of the park in the wet season to go to the upland areas and then graze there and then come back. So it was like a concentration areas of the species in the dry season.
Right.
But now, because of fencing, the new development like the new road, the bypass, and the building up of towns, Katengela, industrial development, the animals are getting increasingly confined to within the park. So they are not able to get seasonal access to the Athi Kapoti Plains, where they used to go for breeding and for grazing in the wet season. So as a result, because of this, I think a lot of measures will need to be put in place to be able to maintain the same numbers of animals in the park, given that the amount of area that's available to them is severely reduced. And then, in addition to the reduction in the area, I think there must be poaching going on.
Really?
Yeah, it is hard to get precise records on this, but if you look at CITES record, there's still a lot of animals being killed. So like what I've read in press reports and from talking with the people from Katengela, for example, they say that these fences sometimes make it easy for poachers to kill the animal. Right. So animals like wild beasts are easy prey for these people. They run them to the fences and then they kill them. But the zebras are able to maneuver their way and they are also not liked very much in terms of their meat. So as a result, the numbers have not reduced as much compared to wild beasts, which have reduced in numbers by 93% since they started counting in that region. So
different challenges facing the park, and of course another one, you mentioned the southern bypass, but of course the standard gauge railway is causing an impact as well to the animals there and its population. Now on the game count, at times I was a little bit frustrated because, you know, we were counting the animals, but then you think, oh gosh, have I counted that one? Have I counted that one? Oh no, but there's another one there. So how important is it that someone is pretty serious when on this game count?
Yeah, counting is interesting but challenging task. In this, I mean, like Nairobi National Park, they split it up into blocks, like 15 blocks, and teams are assigned to each block, and each team is led by somebody who's experienced, who try to train the others. The assumption is that they're doing a total count of all the animals that they see in the block. So, but I think this can be more precisely expressed as an attempted total count, because they cannot count everything.
Sure.
But it is very likely that they will miss some animals because of dense vegetation and so on. But there are procedures actually of dealing with this within the design of this kind of study. But because the method has been used for a long time, going back to July 1960, I think it is better to continue this way so that there's direct comparability with past results.
Of course. And then there is also the challenge of maybe not knowing which animal is in which block. You know, does that belong in block 6 or block 7?
Yeah, I think that is
with the boundaries.
That's true. That can be a problem. But I think because all the blocks are covered, even if it is placed in the next block, it is still counted anyway. So as a result, this may have little impact on the accuracy of the count. And I think even though they are doing attempted total count, so they cannot count 100%, because they're counting a large proportion of the population, the results are such that we will be able to see how the population has changed over time without problem, because they're counting most of them. But if you are counting a few or a small section, then you would miss a lot, and then this would have an impact on your ability to assess the status and the trends and distribution of these animals in the system.
Joseph, overall at the Nairobi National Park, are the numbers dwindling?
Yeah, several species actually have dwindled in numbers. Some have not. So like the waterbuck, for example, has really reduced to very few. The warthog and the wild beasts. You know, the Nairobi Park was iconic because of the wild beast migration.
I mean, who'd have known that? Because really so many people associate the wildebeest with the Masai Mara migration, but it used to happen in Nairobi National Park.
Yeah, Nairobi National Park, there used to be about 35,000 wild beasts counted in the Nairobi Park and the Africa-Potiri Plains by 1978 using the Directorate of Resource Surveys counting technique. But this number has really drastically reduced. In fact, if you look at the number of wild beasts entering the park, by about 1978 up to 1990, they were in thousands. But now we are talking about 250. And because the population has reduced and the fences make it difficult for them to move, the number coming to the park is really very low now. So it is not clear whether they'll continue to come to the park now with these reduced numbers.
Right, some really interesting statistics there, but there is so much more to learn from you, Joseph, because you have not only focused on the Nairobi National Park, you as a statistician have done plenty of research into the numbers across the country. And in our next episode, we will be learning so much more from you. Thanks for your expertise.
Thank you.
That is Joseph Ogutu, a senior statistician who has been checking Kenya's wildlife trends for years now. Do join us next week on NTV Wild Talk to learn a lot more. I can guarantee you, you will be surprised. From that, we shift focus now to you. These are your photos that you sent in for our Wild Pick segment. This is a photo of Isaiah Torotich in Tsavo West. He was posing in front of the Tsavo West National Park sign and says he was there because he likes travelling to national parks. At the Karua Hills in Embu County, this is a photo of Martha Nduta and her friend Tiffany. They were posing on the top of the hills after climbing all the way up. She says they had gone to Tembea, Kenya and experienced our beautiful country. At the Giraffe Centre in Karen, this is a photo of Anthony Mwangi. He was feeding giraffes and learning more about them. He says he was there because he wanted to enjoy what tourists come to enjoy on our behalf. This is Dennis Kimathi in Hala Park. He was understanding how tortoises survive and predict their enemies. Dennis says he loves wildlife and conservation and wants to spread the message of conservation to his friends. And this is Anthony Kidinji. He was at the Mount Kenya Animal Orphanage carrying a monkey on his shoulder, and Anthony says that he was there on a visit to learn more about wildlife. If you want your photos showcased on our Wild Pick segment, just like our NTV Wild Facebook page and send a photo that shows you celebrating nature via private message. Include your full name, tell us where the photo was taken, what you were doing and why. And now here's what's coming up on the NTV Wild documentary series on Saturday night.
It was only in the 1960s that large numbers of wildebeest began to enter the Mara region from the Serengeti. For many growing calves, this may be the moment they lose contact with their mothers. Those running in from behind wait their turn, unwilling to try a new place to cross. In another place, huge concentrations are waiting to cross out of the triangle into the Mara Reserve.
So there really is so much more to the game count and Kenya's wildlife trends. If you want to get involved, all you need to do is reach out to the Kenya Wildlife Service and express your interest, or just become a member of the Friends of Nairobi National Park, that is FONAP, and you can do your bit in counting game. In the next episode, you'll find out how it really does make a difference getting those numbers. That's where we leave it on NTV Wild Talk with me, Smriti Vidyarthi. Thanks very much for watching. See you again Tuesday, 10 p.m.
6 and yeah, and then.
So I'm glad that you're there because we've seen.
IQ, action.
There is lots to get through today, but it's brightened up and we're ready to make.
Rolling and action.
So we're still on the way to block. Take
N6.
N6, yeah. Show me which one I'm getting. Which block am I getting?
No, you are going to get block N.
Of its kind. Why are you looking at me?
No, you've just stopped like.
Yes. Good job. Well done, Paul. And Mulia Sante Sana. And I need to say, Asante Sana. Thank you so much. You were great. All right, Sawa. Thanks.
NTV Wild Talk in partnership with the Kenya Wildlife Service and Wildlife Direct.